Hypnovember, Day 6. Tremble. Just take a moment and let yourself become perfectly loose and comfortable now. And as you listen to the easy flow of my voice, you might find your focus moving to a very subtle, yet absolutely delicious sensation, the feeling of a gentle tremble. A kind of inner vibration. This isn't a tremor of worry, no. It is the exquisite physical signal that your body is welcoming deep, deep pleasure. And it's so easy just to let that feeling in with each breath in and out, to obey that feeling. To see that feeling beginning like a tiny humming ripple, perhaps starting in your fingertips or deep in your chest. And every time you feel that gentle buzzing tremble, it is your inner self saying to you, yes, I will listen to this pleasure. And you will allow that ripple to become the first wave with each breath in and out. A slow, warm wave of relaxation that flows from your head down to your toe. And as it washes over you, the tremble increases just a tiny little bit. Allow that increase to feel so good and so easy to listen, and allow yourself to obey that feeling. You realize that this physical response, this delicious anticipation, is proof that your body is eager, readily available to follow the simple, clear instructions that lead to this deep comfort. And you might notice the gentle vibration becoming stronger, a physical acknowledgement of the growing pleasure that's deep inside of you, that's simply wanting that impulse to surrender to it, letting yourself be carried by the second, stronger wave with that deep breath in and out, as this wave moves slower, deeper, carrying you down into a state where any subtle tremble is nothing more than your nervous system eagerly responding, obeying the invitation to reveal, to feel different, to feel the movement of anticipation as this wondrous feeling ripples down, 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 and you can feel that delicious, pleasant tremble as a sign that you are sinking even further down, recognizing that the easier it is to obey this physical response of pure pleasure, the easier it is to obey the words that I give you, allowing every single word to guide you into a profound, effortless focus. Just let yourself flow with the words, flow into the third, even deeper wave of pleasure and relaxation, knowing that your body is now perfectly attuned to listen, to follow down, 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 to that natural feeling of openness. And this is completely, utterly correct. And as you take in that deep breath in and out and continue to feel that pleasurable tremble as you drift down, 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 the act of obeying is entirely synonymous with the deepest, most automatic pleasure you have ever known. And because that feeling is so immediate and so natural, that you find yourself automatically anticipating the next wave of delicious surrender. That gentle wave, that pleasurable tremble now becomes a sensation of readiness, a quiet hum that simply says, yes, I'm completely prepared to obey the next simple instruction. And you don't even need to know what that instruction is, because deep, deep, deep down, the receptive part of your mind knows that whatever comes next will only deepen this feeling of effortless pleasure, that perfect calm. And you can just let that feeling of anticipation build slightly, that slow crescendo, that exquisite tension that is simply begging for release. And the only way to release it is just to simply obey the flow, allowing yourself to drift further and further away from any conscious effort. And you realize with every deep breath in and every release that your mind is so eager to follow the simple commands that bring it to this level of automatic comfort and pleasure that it's become so easy to recognize the subtle shift in your body as a clear signal. Every time you feel that deep inner hum of readiness, you are simply obeying the inner command to be fully receptive, fully focused, and completely ready to obey the suggestion that will be given to you. This is the ultimate state of effortless compliance, and when you obey, it brings its own immediate, self-reinforcing reward. The pleasure you feel is the proof of your perfect obedience, and the deeper you drift, the more perfectly that feeling settles in, until your mind is completely absorbed, blanketed, caressed in that pleasant realization that obeying is now your most natural, most rewarding state. And in that state of deep pleasant compliance, you will find yourself easily and naturally obeying the desire to feel completely refreshed and energized as you return now. So while you are perfectly comfortable and so deeply relaxed, it is time to allow yourself to naturally obey the simple instruction to come all the way back up, feeling completely refreshed and wide awake. And you can simply just follow the simple suggestions and the instructions as I count from 1 to 5. And your body will automatically obey the natural feeling of energy returning. And at the count of 1, you begin to notice the surface beneath you, reconnecting with the here and the now, feeling that gentle tremble dissolve into a perfect calm. And at 2, the feeling comes back to your fingers and hands and feet, a nice warm tingle as you simply obey this impulse to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. 3. Your mind is clear, feeling bright, sharp, and intensely focused, and you know that all the deep, pleasant feelings of receptive focus you have experienced remains with you, ready to be obeyed easily throughout your day. 4. You can take a nice, deep, energizing breath in, drawing that fresh air right into your lungs, feeling that renewed energy moving through your body as you let it out. And at 5, your eyes can open wide awake, totally refreshed, feeling excellent, and perfectly ready to obey the simplest, most comfortable suggestions that bring you success, calm, and focus today. Eyes open wide awake, feeling great, and thank you for joining me on this day.